Happy days, Namaste. Leo, the 7th to the 13th. I thought I'd do everybody a Celtic cross this time. So the first one, 2 cards are like what's happening. And then it's the heart of the matter, and then advice and outcome. So I'll talk you through it. Leo. Okay, so God loves a cheerful giver. This crosses you. Maybe you're giving too much. This is the question. This is above you. This is what's coming in. This is actually who you are. Okay. So you need to make a plan. I'm just making sure that they're in the view. They are. So let's make a start. Okay, so this is you. Yeah, God loves a cheerful giver. Because you've got to give from the heart. You've got to stop giving out of duty. You've only got to give from the heart. If you're giving out of duty, it's no good for you. And you have to say, actually, I need this and I need that and I need the other. God loves a cheerful giver. So only do things that you want to do. You might be in situations where you have to help out. So you have to find a way to decide what you want to give. So get involved in the situation and give your best. Give your heart. Give it the way that you would do it, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what anybody else is doing. This crosses you. And this is very important, actually. This is really cool, actually. I value myself. I respect myself. I've got this. So are you respecting yourself, or are you just doing stuff? Are you respecting yourself, or are you being somebody's doormat? Okay, so you can't just give to get. You have to give just because you want to. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you're giving to get something, you're not going to get it. It's not going to come in any of the ways, the shapes and the forms that you actually want. Okay, it might come, but you're not going to get it in the way that you want. So basically, you have to give with respect for yourself as well, which means you give because you want to, because you love, and you're capable of love. There might be situations where you are capable of love and you go, right, I'm going to give that because I am capable of love. But you need to recognise that about yourself. You need to recognise that you're giving with love because you want to. You're not giving because you have to. And if you definitely don't want to, don't give it. Okay, so that's what's actually happening. You need to respect yourself in what you're giving. Okay, the other thing is we underestimate a lot of other people because we give because we think that's what they need. But actually, a lot of respect comes to a lot of people because they say no. No, that's my boundary. You've met my boundary. I'm not going to give you any more. And then the other person has to go, well, hang on a minute. Didn't know you had a boundary. Didn't mention that before. All right, I can work in that. I respect you enough to do that. But unless you put that out there, that's actually not going to come back at you. So this is the question at hand. Yes, you have got this. Of course you've got this. You're very strong. You're very capable. You have got this. It might seem like everything's falling around, but this is nothing new. Things have fallen down before. Big changes have happened before. And you have come out the other side of it because you have got this. You have got the strength of character. All that learning that you've done through your life. Exactly, you've got it. You can do it. So take a deep breath. I can do this. I'll be all right. It's going to be fine. Oh, this is funny because this is in reverse. The whole pack was up the right way. Okay, so this is your recent past, so your lookout platform. So you haven't been looking at the past. You've been so melded in what's going on right now. You've not been looking at what went before to be able to make that plan to go future. So you need to just like settle yourself down. I'm going to turn this around for you but you haven't been doing it. Okay, you need to recognise what you did before and how it worked out and you got through it and then you went forward, okay? Because we do come to brick walls in our lives where we think, I can't do that. Oh my God, but then if you think about it, you think, actually, this was a big change for me then and now I'm having a big change now. So that's all that is. It's not a nervous breakdown. It's a new reinvention. It's a reinvention for you. So look what you did in the past. Okay, and look how you got over it. The star. This is your present. You shine like a star. Use your own initiative Think about yourself and how beautiful and wonderful that you are, and how you can manage things quite well and you can get to the other side of stuff. Also, follow your dreams. You still have the opportunity to follow your dreams. If you're walking around here giving everything to everybody else the whole time and not valuing yourself, then you're not letting your light shine. And your light is very, very strong. So Archangel Uriel, do a guided meditation with Archangel Uriel, or ask Archangel Uriel to come in and help you shine your light, because that's why you're in the world, because your light is shining very, very strong, and all that come into contact you know that that's your light, and they get so much from you. I was in yoga yesterday, and this the yoga teacher recited a poem about how we influence each other. You know, do not think you don't have any influence. You made a phone call at the right time. You lent somebody a book that they understood. You said hello without even knowing it when somebody really needed it. We do have influence in the world. So do let your light shine. That's why you are here. Coming in, this is like your immediate future. Vitality with gratitude. Okay, so, I mean, that can be difficult, but it's the only thing that's going to lift you up. Pulling in the positives. Pull in the positives. Be happy. Look around you. See a positive. Even if it's just the tree colour at this time of year. Or even if you see like a load of geese flying across the sky. Yeah? Or if someone smiles at you and you just go, yeah, this is great. Okay. You know. Or if you get out of the cold onto a nice warm bus. You're on a nice warm bus. It's taking you somewhere else. Okay. So just do that. Vitality with gratitude. If you have to push yourself, push yourself. I'm not saying fake it till you make it, because as soon as you start being grateful, it starts building up and you can realise what you're actually grateful for and enjoy what you're grateful for, because a lot of us have a lot more than we think we've got. This is your actual self. Okay, so this is very good balance actually, the Hierophant. This is like the mystical and the 3D. Okay, so you can work both. You can be mystical and you can have your spiritual being going on at the same time as dealing with the 3D. You can get up and go to work every day with a smile in your heart, having different sort of experiences, like feeling the blessings that are around you, seeing how nice things are, or fundamentally, mindfully enjoying the food that you're eating. You're able to do both of those, so that's really cool. This is the influence of others. You only have control over you, so let them get on with it. Let them get on with it. Do what you can do for them, and if they don't want to listen, go and do something for yourself. Value yourself. You can only give what people they're only going to take what they want to take. They're not going to take stuff because it makes sense to you, or it's logical to you, or it's the best plan because that's how you've thought about it for them, and that's what will make their life easy. At the end of the day, they have their own choices, same as you. Okay, the next one is coming in. That is your hopes and fears. I am open to receiving. All right, so if that's your fear that nothing good is coming to you, then that is a block. Okay, so do some chakra meditations. Maybe you're not feeling secure, so do a chakra meditation on your base chakra, your root chakra, or do one on your joy chakra or your wisdom chakra. Look those up, do a chakra meditation, and then you make yourself a little plan. This is your outcome. You've got to make yourself a little plan. Okay, so if you're reinventing because things are difficult and you're really finding that actually this is too heavy for me, I've got to do something else, make yourself a little plan of like, what would you like to do? Where are you going? What could you do differently? If money were no object, what would you be doing? How would it be? What could you do next? What could you do differently? Or, you know, okay, so I'm not managing this myself, so I need to delegate. So there are other people in the world that can do these things instead of me. and I'll just pay them. There's things like Fiverr or other platforms, or you know, there's all sorts of freelancers out there these days. Loads of people are digital nomads, aren't they? So they can do, if it's business, they can do digital stuff for you, and it's just delegating. It's not like you're giving people money. It's just like if you were running your company, you would be paying people money to do stuff, wouldn't you? So it's the same sort of thing, you know. Or maybe you've got someone that could come in and talk to somebody for you, or maybe you could, you know, get a gym membership to get rid of your stress or something. So we just qualify this. So it's a seesaw moment. It can go one way or another, and that's the thing. Maybe step into surrender at this point and see what happens next, because here it says you are blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. And it is tough when you've been called to be your authentic self. You've been called to be your authentic self. That means you have to let go. You have to shed the coat that the society's put on you. What is the society construct around you? Were you supposed to be a good person when you grew up? You know, we grow up in these cultures which say we're supposed to behave in this way. You know, I'm coming into my middle age now. I'm not supposed to dress like a teenager or still go out dancing, because that's not what my culture tells me to do. I'm supposed to stay at home and bake or something, and you know? No, thank you very much. Well, don't get me wrong, I love a bit of baking, but it doesn't mean that I have to do that for my whole days until I die now, because that's, you know, that's what my society says. I still want to put stuff on and go out dancing, or I still want to climb a mountain, I still want to go to Peru, I still want to go to India, there's still loads of things I want to do. No, you stay at home, you wait for grandchildren or look after the grandchildren, and you're just like, no, thank you very much, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go do my thing. Anyway, so you are blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. So these two cards are what's actually happening. This around it is the heart of the matter, and the heart of the matter is you can do this, you have got this, you're not remembering that you've actually been at this point before in a different guise, and you can move forward. So be grateful. It's not a nervous breakdown, it is a reinvention, okay? And you're going on to the next stage of your journey, which is going to be a bit more of an adventure, because it's going to be different. Happy days. Namaste.